Okay, so we ended up here. Number 11. Okay, who's that? Who's shouting from the background? Is it a shout or a song? It's like the person is singing. Okay, anyway, let me check your attendance for the second time around. Yung mga wala kanina. Is Mr. Alzate already here?
Sir,
Wala siya.
present.
Okay, sige. Wala ka kanina nung nag-check ako noon. Sydney. About Sydney. Meron ba si Sydney kanina? Parang wala rin, no?
Wala,
Angela
Chair.
Manito. Pati si Angela wala rin kanina. Naalala ko. 30. Caballero. What happened to these people? Norvin. Wala rin. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 absences for today. Because we are already on the middle of our discussion, nakakalahati na tayo sa time natin. We still have 30 minutes left. Okay. Ayan, naka-raise na sila na. Sige. Wait lang. Wait lang, class ha. Let me just admit everyone. Okay, sige. Mamimili na si teacher. Okay, sige si Tamara. Hindi pa siya nag-recite for today. Tamara.
Teacher, inexperienced.
Okay, tama. Tama ang inexperience. Aside from inexperience, the correct answer may also be naive. Okay, do you know naive?
Teacher, ignorant.
Yes, someone who is ignorant about things. Kaya nga green as grass.
Kaya akala ko naive.
Naive, no.
Kaya sabihin ko sana old tapos ignorant. Teacher, pero hindi ko alam kung pwedeng dalawang sagot.
No, you will just have to choose one pag ano na, pag sa mismong exam na. Yeah, but the correct answer is, yeah, inexperience, pwede inexperience. Naive, yes, you can say that the person is naive. You pronounce that as naive. Okay, number 12. Okay, ito may choices na. So, apply the correct modal that will fit each sentence. So, ano nga po ulit ang modals, class? Modals are verbs. Okay, they are actually special types of verbs that help the main verb in the sentence.
Di
Okay.
ba meron negative modals?
Negative modals? Ano
Teacher,
negative
yung
modals?
cannot,
Teacher, yung mga
don't,
norm.
do not, ought to,
Yeah. Yeah,
Will
they
not, shall not.
suggest negativity. Yes. So, the different modals, of course,
Chair,
comes
ano
from
ba ulit yung
different
meaning ng
in
modal?
a
Chair,
sentence.
i-note ko lang. I-note ko lang ulit.
Modals are
Chair.
special types of verbs that help, okay, the main verb to give more information, okay, in the sentence. Ayun, kapapasok na ni 3D. Meron ba si 3D kanina? Nung first session, wala no. Okay, so late si 3D. Ano na bang oras? Okay,
Chair, yung sa baba yung
10:21.
choices.
Yes, sa baba po yung choices. Okay, so let's do this. Number 12. O, sige, si Kezaya. Ay, nag-recite pa pala si Kezaya kanina. Sino pa? O sige, si Kezaya na lang ulit. Kasi nag-raise na rin ng hand to mga naka-raise ang hand. Sige, Kezaya.
Shall I bring you some ice for your bruise?
Okay, yes. The correct answer is shall. Tignan nyo naman kasi yung choices. Kahit naman subukan nyo i-fit, hindi siya mag-fit sa sentence. Right?
Teacher, paano?
Chair, bakit hindi
ought
pwede
to.
ang will?
Hindi, wait
Japan,
lang. Yung ought to. Yes, ought to, I bring you some ice for your bruise. Okay. It's grammatically incorrect. Etong will I bring you some ice for your bruise? Parang, ano tawag dito? Will kasi suggest,
sa pakinggan.
yeah, it doesn't sound right. Okay. Will I bring you some ice for your bruise? Okay, mas maganda yung shall. Okay, number 13. you know, the key is to look for the best answer when answering multiple choice questions. Even in board exams class, you have to choose the correct answer. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin, for example, math siya, and then wala doon yung tamang sagot pagka-compute mo. What you have to do is to look for the nearest answer. Okay? Ganun sa board exam. Sa LET, licensure examinations for teachers, or exams like board exam for engineers. Yeah, yung mga ganon. Next, Dave blank see an object as far as 1 kilometer. Okay, ability to. Okay, sige, si Robert. Hindi ko pa narinig si Robert for today. Robert?
Dave can see an object far as 1 kilometer.
Okay, yes, that's right.
Sir, I can see an
So-
object from 1,000 miles away. Sir, tignan mo lang yung moon.
Is that so? Okay, so Robert is right. The correct modal for this one is can. Okay, Dave can see an object as far as 1 kilometer. It's a just ability that Dave actually can do it. Okay, may see an object as far as 1 kilometer. Pag may kasi, di ba, probability. So, pwede niyang makita o hindi. Parang medyo doubtful yung ganun. So, di ba, precise 1 kilometer. So, can. They will see an object as far as 1 kilometer. Pag will kasi, ibig sabihin, may makikita at may makikita siya na object sa 1 kilometer. Mag-iiba na yung meaning ng sentence if we use the other two modals. Right? Okay. Number 14. Okay. Everyone blank comply to the rules set by the school administration. Okay. Sige, Luis. Ayan, yung mga hindi nagre-recite ang tawagin natin.
Sir, everyone must comply to the rules set by the school administration.
Okay, yes, must. It should be must. Meron na ang clue dito, class, of comply. When we say comply, it is mandatory, right? When you say mandatory, it should be done. Okay? Kailangan gawin. So,
Got to,
must.
parang meaning niya rin got to.
Everyone ought to comply. Pag yung ought to kasi, kailangan, parang ganun. It's
Yes,
like
sir.
a need also. Okay.
Sir,
Number-
sir, kasi, sir, meaning rin ba ng ought to? Parang meaning rin ng got to.
Got to. May got to ba tayo?
Got to, got
That's a
sir,
believing
ought to go.
Sir, parang promise, sir.
Sir, ought to go.
Yeah, ought to kasi is a promise. Like, I ought to pay my debts by the end of November. Things like that. Okay. Pag must kasi, yun nga, it's a need.
Kailangan talaga, sir.
Yeah, kailangan. Okay, number 15. I think I have 20 questions. Okay. Context clues naman tayo. Identify the meaning of the underlined words using context clues. Ay, by the way pala, class, your examination contains reading comprehension in the end part. Okay, so when I say reading comprehension, there's a text, basically, and then you have to look for a specific information on that text. Okay, so teacher is just giving you a heads up on what will happen. Alam ko naman na sanay na kayo mag-reading comprehension. Okay, number 15. Number 15. Sige. Ayun, Francesca ay, binaba niya yung kamay niya. Saan na yun? Huwag kayo nagbababa ng kamay. Nahihilo ako, titignan ko kung sino yung mga naka-raise na hand. Okay, ayan, sige, si Francesca Pascual. Okay, nagbaba siya ng
Sure.
kamay na naman. Come again?
Find.
Find. Okay, find is not the correct answer. Anyone who would want to try? Find. Ayan, si Gian naman, Alzate.
Example.
Example. The internet helps us. Example. No, it doesn't fit the sentence. Okay, Kezaya. Sige, si Kezaya.
To spread.
Okay, yes, spread. The internet helps us spread information even on remote areas. Yes, very good. Okay. Aside from spread, what are the synonyms of spread? Disseminate, spread.
Sir, simplify.
No, it's not simplify. Pag disseminate
I
kasi,
never heard this word.
magpakalat. You never heard disseminate? Okay, another example
No.
of a sentence that uses the word
But now I
disseminate.
know.
Yeah. Okay, example. The government needs to disseminate the budget well. Okay, they need to spread the budget well on the different sectors like Department of Education, Department of Interior
Agriculture.
and Local Government, okay, and many more. So disseminate means spread.
Spread.
Okay?
Pwede
Yes,
expand.
spread. The internet helps us expand information. Pwede rin na expand naman. Pero minsan kasi expand, we use it for definite purposes like
Propagate.
the balloon is expanding. Is it spreading? Parang hindi na nakaano. Parang stretchable yung pag expanding. So, yeah. Wait lang. Andito ba si Marcella? Parang kulang na naman tayo. Oh, yeah. She's not around. Anyway, class, I'll be posting the video naman. Okay, so you just have to watch it. Okay. Number 16. Okay. Ito. You know what, class? If you watch YouTube tutorials, makeup specifically, you know what the subtle means. It's subtle, class, silent B. Subtle. Damian gave me a subtle hint that I should go out and wait for him outside. Anyone? Subtle.
Sir, narinig ko tong word pero di ko alam ano yung ano niya, meaning niya.
Yeah. O sige, si Tamara.
Sir,
Sir, di ko
Okay.
sure.
Okay, ano? Ano sa tingin mo?
Method?
Method? Is it method? Did you say method? Tamara?
Yes, sir.
Method. Damian gave me a method hint. No. Actually, it's an adjective. Oh, yun. Subtle is an adjective here that describes hint. Okay, sige. Robert. Ayan, si Robert. Try nga natin si Robert.
Little change.
Little
Change.
change. Damian gave me a little change hint.
sir,
Yes. How about another definition? Sino yun? Sino yung nag-share kanina pa? Ay, si Chedrick. O, sige, Chedrick, try mo nga.
sir, unnoticeable.
Yes. Damian gave me an unnoticeable hint. Okay, that I should go out and wait for him outside. Tama yung unnoticeable. Okay, parang ano kasi, di ba whenever people give a subtle makeup to someone, it's so simple. Okay, the makeup is so simple that you cannot even notice that the person is wearing a makeup. So yun yung tamang sagot. Okay, si Kazaya nag-raise na hand. Do you have any other answer? Pero tama yung sagot ni Chedrick. Kazaya, ano pang sagot mo, Kazaya? Unnoticeable.
Small?
Unnoticeable. Small? Small in size. Hindi siya small. Pwedeng unnoticeable, simple, pwede rin ang simple. Simple hint, unnoticeable hint.
Precise.
Precise? Oh, yun.
Not
Pwede rin na
apparent.
indirect. Pwede rin na indirect. Pwede rin na indirect.
apparent. Sir, not apparent.
Not apparent. Oo, kasi ang apparent is definite, right? So, yeah, tama. Okay, 17. Okay, what are feminine pronouns? Okay. Anyone? So, explanation skills nyo naman ang itetest natin. What are feminine pronouns, class? Anyone? Okay. Tatatlo ang nag-raise sa hand. Miguelito? Miguelito, do you know what are feminine pronouns?
Nakalimutan ko lang baba.
Nakalimutan ibaba. Okay, how about the others? Can you still remember what are feminine pronouns? Okay, sige, si Chedrick. Naka-raise pa na hand si Chedrick.
Her, she, her, hers.
She.
Her, she. Okay,
Explanation.
so you're giving me examples.
Sir, feminine pronouns are pronouns used for feminine names.
Okay, yes. Tama naman yung sinabi mo. Okay, feminine pronouns are pronouns that replace names of female, okay, or subjects that are, or nouns that are female. Okay, example of feminine pronouns, her, she, ano pa ba? Hers, okay, kapag possessive pronoun, and many more. Yun lang yung naaalala ko. Number 18. Okay, what are subject pronouns? O, di ba, diniscuss ko to. Subject pronoun, object pronoun, and then possessive pronoun. What are subject pronouns? Based from its name, may clue ka na dyan kung ano ang subject pronouns. Anyone? Okay, sige. I-simplify ko yung tanong. What are the nouns that subject pronouns replace in a sentence? Oh, yun. Easier. Any more? Si Chedrick pa rin ang naka-raise a hand. How about Roman? Roman, will you try? Hindi ko pa narinig si Roman today. Ito po, number 18. What are subject pronouns?
Sir, subject pronouns, sir, yun ba yung mga pangalan, sir? Ganun, sir.
Pangalan. Are you sure? We are talking about pronouns. When you see pronouns, these are words that replace nouns or names. So if you're saying na mga pangalan, you are referring to a noun.
Sir, ito ba, sir, yung mga he, she, ganun, sir?
Yeah, but I'm referring to the definition. What does subject pronoun mean? Okay, sige, si Tamara naman.
Walang,
Okay, it's okay. Tamara, will you try, Tamara?
Sure, personal pronoun used as the subject of a verb.
Personal pronouns and subject pronouns are different things. Okay, sige, si teacher na lang magsasabi. Class, subject pronouns are pronouns that basically replace the subject in the sentence. Di ba? Kaya nga siya subject pronoun. Do you get that? Halimbawa, Letty bought a cup of coffee
Teacher?
in Starbucks, for example. And then Blanc also bought
There
a donut. Okay, so she yung gagamitin mo dun, di ba? So basically, that is one example of subject pronoun kasi you replace the subject, which is Letty. Okay, kaya siya subject pronoun. So basically, class, subject pronouns are pronouns that replace the name, okay, of the subject in the sentence. Kaya subject pronoun. Pag object pronoun naman, basically, class, these are pronouns that replace the direct object in the sentence. Okay, for example, letter, wait lang. I gave a letter yesterday. Okay, so yung letter, yung direct object doon, you replace letter with it. Okay, I gave it yesterday. So it there is an example of direct not direct pronouns, object pronouns. Okay. So basically, that's the difference of subject and object pronouns. Pag subject pronouns, they replace the name of the subject. Pag object pronouns, they replace the object in the sentence. Okay? As easy as that. I actually, class, there will be some analysis part in your exam wherein
Sir, may tanong
have-
ako.
Aling tanong?
Sir, pwede ba yung subject non-living thing?
Pwede. Pwede. Tapos it ang gagamitin mo. Pwede. Pwede yun sa subject pronoun.
Okay, sir,
Yun yung
thank you.
Yun nga po yung sinasabi, teacher. That's what teacher is saying. The pronoun may differ its meaning depending on where you place it in the sentence, kung saan siya nakalagay. At kung ano yung ni-replace niya in the sentence. Okay? Okay, number 19. Okay. Let's try to analyze the question. What happens if there are two antecedents in a sentence? Okay, so what are antecedents again? Can you still remember what are antecedents? Bukas na to, class, o. Dapat
Yung
you should know
antecedents,
this
sir,
thing.
yun yung, sir, di ba meron pronoun, sir, yung antecedent naman, sir, yung noun na pinag-aanohan ng pronoun.
Yes, that's right. Hindi pinag-aanuhan. The right term is, the antecedent is the noun that is
Nakalimutan ko.
being replaced. Yes. It is the noun being replaced by the pronoun. Okay, that's the antecedent. So what happens, class, if there are two antecedents? Roman, will you please take a look on the camera? Saan ka nakatingin? Seems like you're doing something. Okay, Luis,
Sir,
you are...
nabasa lang ako, sir.
Okay. Luis, wala ka sa camera mo. Asan ka, Luis? Okay, so just checking out people. Okay, Joe Christian, Gian, Giancarlo, Jorel, Polo, 30. Hindi naka-open ang camera. Mag-open ang camera. Okay, so what happened, class? What happens if there are two antecedents in a sentence? Anyone? Okay, 3 participants are raising their hand. Okay, Francis. Sige, Francis.
Sir, the pronouns will become plural.
The pronoun shall become plural. Pwede. Pwede naman kapag compound yung antecedent. For example, Letty and Tamara went to the supermarket. Okay, so magiging they ang pronoun mo. Okay? Pero if there is also an instances that when there are two antecedents in the sentence, of course, you need what? You need two pronouns also. Okay? Yun yung gusto sabihin ni teacher. So if there are two antecedents in a sentence, you need two pronouns also, right? For example, may subject doon, tapos meron pang direct object. Of course, you need two pronouns also to replace these antecedents.
Sir, dapat
Okay.
plural.
Pwede, yun nga yung instances, pwede maging plural yung pronoun na gagamitin mo, or you should use two pronouns in the sentence. Okay. Pero pag subject lang siya, basically, dalawang subject, yun nga yung sinabi ko, Letty and Tamara. Isang pronoun lang yun. Pero kapag Letty gave me a letter yesterday, ang daming noun na i-replace doon, di ba? Letty, tapos yung letter. So, syempre, you need two or more antecedents. Okay. True or false, class? The antecedent, no. The pronoun should always agree to the antecedent in terms of gender and number. True or false?
Very true.
Okay, yes,
True.
it's true. Yes, it's true. That's the main rule that we have for pronoun antecedent agreement. Dapat parating nag-agree ang pronoun sa kanyang antecedent in terms of gender. Yes. Syempre, if it's a female, you need a feminine pronoun. And then that's for gender. In terms of number, Of course, if it's plural and if the subject is many, of course, you need to use a a pronoun that is used for bulk people or pang maramihang tao. Okay. Yun ata yung number 20 ko eh. Okay, yes. So number 20 class, the correct answer is the main rule for pronoun antecedent agreement is that the antecedent, I know, baliktad. The pronoun should always agree to the antecedent in terms of its yung dalawa. Gender and number. Yes. Yes. Yun po ang main rule natin for pronoun antecedent agreement. Okay. So, yun lang. Class, did we sa grade 6 ba yun? Papapalit ko kasi. Did we discuss coordinating conjunctions? Ay, hindi. Sa kabila pala yun. Sige, ano pang hindi natin na progressive tenses of verbs, yan ang coverage ng exam. Idioms, modals, context clues, and then reviewing pronouns and their antecedents. So, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 topics ang pag-revolve ng exam. Okay, so do you have questions, class, so far? Do you have questions? None? Okay, madali lang ba? Okay, feeling ko you will ace this exam because it's just easy. But when you go to high school, things will
Yung
be different.
idiomatic lang medyo mahirap.
Yeah, idioms are a bit hard if you are not familiar with this one. So, teachers advise, read a lot of idioms so that whatever idiom will be on your exam, you are ready for them. Okay, yan ang sinasabi ko sa inyo. Para maging ready kayo sa idioms, magbasa kayo ng magbasa ng idioms on the internet. Okay? Because idioms, class, as you all know, is very popular. Idioms are very popular. Okay? So, yun ang assignment nyo, magbasa kayo ng magbasa ng idioms for tomorrow.
Sir, kapag binasa ko lahat ng idioms, sir, siguro 60 years old na ako.
Is that so?
Sir, may Google naman, kaya joke lang.
That's a hyperbole. Ano may Google naman? Hindi kayo allowed mag-Google during your examinations, ha? While taking the exam, you are not allowed to Google. Okay. Anyway, class, ayan, since you don't have questions anymore, I'll end here. I'll dismiss you 5 minutes earlier because I don't have something to say anymore. So, ayun. Good luck on your examinations and break a leg. Okay.